Hey, Zeus, we got a problem. Uh, Aphrodite's dead. Uh, Dead. I mean, she's dead. Like, her corpse is lying on a beach. Okay, hmm. Okay, yeah, so apparently, um, there's this place, right? So you know how, like, before we went to sleep and all that, we kind of stuck to, like, the northern areas, and like we kind of went to Egypt every now and then and whatnot, but for the most part we kind of stayed up in like the quote unquote European area, I think, as the humans call it. Yeah. Well, Aphrodite decided that she wanted to go exploring some of the other areas of the Earth because she saw pictures of a really pretty place, some really pretty beaches in a place down in the southern areas of the planet. And apparently the humans have been living there for a while, and they call it Australia? Apparently this place has some very wild and very beautiful scenery. There's just one slight issue in that this place is a death trap. The entire country, is a death trap. Like even the humans themselves that live there admit that they for some reason, like they wonder how they survive sometimes. Also, some of the humans that live in this country, the people outside of it sometimes call it the land down under because it's down south. They are some of the craziest people on the planet, doing some of the most insane feats that you've ever seen. But every single animal, and some of even the plants down there, they just want to kill you. Anything alive that does not come from Australia is probably going to die very quickly upon entering. And somehow humans have survived there. I don't know. But Aphrodite decided to take a walk along the beach, and she found this kind of rocky area. She decided to take a walk, and she stepped on what she thought was a rock. It was not a rock. It was something the humans call a stonefish. And it is apparently the most venomous fish on the planet, with venom capable of killing, I can't even remember how many they said, how many humans. A lot of things, in minutes. And it's neurotoxin, so it just shut down her entire nervous system. She's still lying there. Yeah, the thing just looks like a rock, completely indistinguishable. Also, there's this place, I think they call themselves like the USA or something like that. I don't want to go there again, or at least not fly in that area. I nearly died. Remember those missile things that I told you about? Apparently, they've built these like metal bird things that carry them, and sometimes they attach those missiles to those things and shoot them from the metal birds. I think they call these metal birds like planes or something like that. And apparently this United States area has like a lot of them. Just a lot of everything for their military. They're a very militaristic country. I think they have like the biggest in the world. But yeah, that I nearly got shot down by one of these metal birds with one of these missiles. Uh, I saw what it actually hit, and if it had hit me, I know for a fact I would have been dead. Um, yeah. But upon landing, I found myself in this place, this horrifying place. I think they call it Florida. Right. What's Florida? Well, remember how I said that Australia place had some of the craziest people in all of history doing some of the most insane things? Yeah. Take the people of Australia, multiply it by 10, and then you have the people of Florida. I don't understand why or how the humans do the things they do there. They will not die. I can't stress that enough. For some reason, they just certain members of it seems to be like a completely different species of humans. They're just like effectively immortal. They take substances that should stop their hearts completely. I don't understand it, but yeah. And they have invented some of the most horrifying killing machines I have ever seen. It's like every other week that some human from Florida is making a giant freaking tank out of construction equipment and flattening buildings. Oh, yeah. Tanks are these things that the humans made for their military that are essentially just armored carriages, but with the capability of blowing up buildings. And they're very, very strong and practically impenetrable. But some of these civilians have created their own versions. And they do different things. Some of them make them out of like tractors and stuff like that, and just put guns on their tractors. You remember I told you about those, their farming equipment. Just put guns on those and just start shooting things. Some of them just make giant metal blocks. I think one time there was this guy in Florida who made something just like that, and he made like just this giant metal box with a bunch of equipment on it designed to just tear things up, and ended up tearing up like half of his city or something like that with it. And well, Ares is down for the count. He's not dead, luckily, but he is like just completely, I think he's comatose right now, because he got in front of one of these metallic Lovecraftian horrors that the humans have made. It had like massive freaking guns on the front of it. It looked like it was about to fall forward from the weight, but it somehow stayed upright. I don't understand how they did it.